we need to talk about how bad people are at sex. Like
Okay.
it's just
Yeah.
at the foreplay, like at the groups, like what is going on in these streets?
You know,
what is going on, Dominique?
I think that there's just a lack of intimacy overall.
Ooh, yes, yeah.
And even in friendships, people don't know how to show up or be friends or be transparent and communicate with people.
Yeah.
So I think that could attribute to a lot of the issues. Also, people, when we think about music, people are not yearning enough. That's like true. Nobody's crying in the rain. Nobody's in the desert and let the
we're not seeing that anymore.
Yeah.
And I've seen, some vets come playing, oh, the music isn't romantic. Like it's all sexual now.
Yeah.
And graphic. And yeah, I do think, I know I sound old here, but I think the phones might be hurting the lack of intimacy. But
absolutely.
I'm seeing some amateur shit.
Yeah. I mean, absolutely.
These days.
Yeah.
So,
to be honest, I don't. If I could be transparent, I'm trying to think about the bad sex that I had, and I know we've all experienced it because, growing up, different waves in your life. But I'm thinking about how often it was, and I don't really, they're like two memories that I have on the top of my head. And I just was like, wow, that was really chaotic. Like one guy asked me to be his girlfriend in the middle of like going, I'm like, you about to end. Wait, now you want to talk about this now?
That's hella thirsty.
I'm sorry. And so I was really confused. And so I told him to take me home. Take me home. I want to go home. And the other time, it was funny because at work we were talking about sex and intimacy. At work. Okay. And it was funny because the next day I went up and I almost texted my boss in the middle of the night, but I went up to the next day. I was like, I think I might have jinxed what just happened to me last night. I just didn't know what it was. I felt like a blow up doll.
Oh yeah, no, it's
yeah. Those are the two off the top of my head.
Sex is more than just holes, than sticking things in holes. Yes. Like we got to do better.
Yeah,
we got to do better.
Absolutely. So we're gonna dive into it.
Yeah,
today.
No, let's listen. So we have a very special guest today. One of my homies, Johnny. He is a porn star. He is a writer. He is a OnlyFans model. He is a former engineer. He has quite the story. So everybody, welcome Johnny Ford.
Hey, thank you guys. I love that. Sex is more than just holes. A good way to start.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Like he heard that.
Very true. I was like back. I was like, yes, preach. So thank you for having me.
No, thanks for having. Listen, no, I'm glad that you heard that because there is, and we've been talking like about this, like off, like and on. But Johnny, like, what is going on now in these streets with people like not wanting to do foreplay? I mean, not knowing how to kiss. Like, it's bad.
I think Dominic hit on. You said a lack of intimacy.
Yeah.
And I always try to think about like, what's our mind doing? Why are we more scared of intimacy? And maybe it's a sign of the times. Maybe people are scared and nervous, but also like maybe it's the illusion of infinite options, like internet porn, OnlyFans. We'll talk about.
Yeah.
Everyone thinks anyone can get anything, and then nobody wants to kind of buckle down and try to fuck better.
No, it's true.
It's true.
I don't know. It's easier to say like, oh, I wasn't great that time. I'm gonna ignore him, move on to the next and the next. So I don't have to face any negative feedback that maybe I didn't do a good performance. So I think people are just maybe just nervous and scared.
Yeah, I mean, as someone that works in porn, I mean, what advice can you give people to be better at sex, basically?
Try. Don't be scared. don't be scared
Yeah,
to try. And I want to be open in the porn, the videos that I make. I want to tell people how it's fake, it's edited, it's a production, and you don't have to be perfect at sex. In the middle of sex, you can say like, hold on, I need a break to go pee. You can say, hold on, I want to try something different that's cramping me up. I want to tell people to just like, don't expect to be perfect, but just try to do better, and don't worry.
Yeah.
And then I think that'll get there.
I like
Maybe.
it. I like it.
Yeah.
So Johnny, I want to hear, and I'm sure the fans like as well, they want to hear your story, how you got in porn and the sex business, sex worker business, OnlyFans. Yeah.
Because you were an engineer. So
Yeah, I
that's a
was.
huge pivot. We
Yeah,
all about the pivot, but that's a huge pivot.
Yeah, no, he is very smart. He's
Yeah.
highly educated. He has a master's degree. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. No, so we want to know the
Smart
fans.
enough,
Yeah.
smart enough to leave a stable career to be a starving artist in LA. But no, that's what it started because I left engineering to come to LA for filmmaking, for screenwriting and directing. So porn is a day job to try to afford living in LA. But it also like I don't want to pretend like, oh, I just did it for a check. Like it is something that vibes with me. It works really well for my personality, my open sexuality. So it was more like living in LA, trying to hustle, go dance, fitness train. Porn was always there. I had friends who were already in it. I had directors saying, "Hey, you should jump in a scene." So it was easy for me to start because my personality was very openly sexual, and I enjoyed it. I enjoy it as a sexual art.